Hello, my little friends. It's Papa, and I'm back to read you a story. Today's story is The Garden of Reflection. But before we start, I always tell you about the treasure hunt that will happen in today's episode. You need to look for a rose because our main characters, Lily and Rose, are pruning a garden, and this rose is a special one to them, and they're looking for it. So, with that, let's read our story. In a faraway kingdom, there once lived two master gardeners, Lily and Rose. They tended to the royal garden, a place of unparalleled beauty and tranquility. Lily, a pragmatic and disciplined gardener, believed in structured rows and precise pruning. Rose, on the other hand, embraced a more natural approach, allowing the flowers to flourish in their wild beauty. One day, as they worked side by side, an argument erupted over how the garden should be cared for. Each gardener passionately defended her approach, unable to fathom why the other couldn't see the beauty of her own method. The wise queen, who cherished harmony of her garden, called for a meeting. She listened attentively as Lily and Rose presented their perspectives. The queen acknowledged their dedication and acknowledged that both approaches had merit. To help them understand one another, the queen proposed a challenge. She asked Lily and Rose to take turns creating a small section of the garden following their respective philosophies. Each gardener would tend to the other's creation, allowing them to experience firsthand the beauty and challenges of the opposing approach. As the weeks passed, Lily carefully tended to the wild flowers of Rose's section, discovering the subtle beauty in the spontaneous growth. Meanwhile, Rose found joy in creating orderly rows, appreciating the sense of accomplishment and serenity it brought. In the end, when they saw their gardens blossom in different but equally enchanting ways, Lily and Rose realized that their differences were not flaws, but a reflection of their individuality. They embraced the idea that a diverse garden could be more beautiful than one planted solely by one philosophy. From that day on, Lily and Rose worked together, combining their strengths and approaches to create an even more magnificent royal garden where wild beauty and structured elegance flourished side by side. Wasn't that a great story? Two people who had a disagreement about the way they should do things, and they came together and they figured out, with the Queen's help, how to compromise. And they both got to do things the way they wanted to while also appreciating the way that the other person wanted things to look and wanted to do things. Can you think about times in your life, maybe with a brother or a sister, with a parent or a friend, where you want to do something different than the person you love? Are there ways that you could find to be able to work together and both of you get a little bit of what you want while also allowing the other person to have some of what they want too? And maybe what comes out of that is even better than the way that either one of you wanted to do it. Did you find the rose in today's show? It was on this slide. There it is. There's my arrow pointing to it. Well, I'm so glad to have a chance to read that to you. Nana's going to read books to you too at times. But as Papa, here I am, reading a book to you. I hope, my little friends, that you have a great day, and I hope to see you next time.